All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Retro Jersey podcast. And we only have one topic to talk about today, and that is Florida State football. We are in a slump as usual, and it's very disappointing and very surprising due to the fact that all the changes and all the money we brought in, that the NIL guys that we brought in. I'm mostly disappointed for them because they had high expectations when they got here that the team was going to go in a higher direction, and they put all their faith and time into being over here, and we basically done wet the bed in these guys. I wouldn't be surprised or I wouldn't be upset with them for leaving and moving on to another school. I would not be upset with them because Florida State does this all the time. At there was one point where I seen Stephen A. Smith, who I'm barely a fan of, say something. I disagreed with him. I disagreed with him for a little bit, but now I'm starting to believe that he may have been right. This program is probably on the brink of distinction because they cannot seem to get it right. I know Miami was faced with becoming extinct at one point to the point to where they were giving away tickets to the football game at gas stations and people still weren't coming. That's what's about to be here, and you just renovated the stadium. I'm not sure what is going on. And I'll tell you what, I got a few stats here, but I'll tell you what, I do know what's going on. And it's not the kids, because sometimes you could blame the kids for something. You could blame the kids. You used to be able to blame them for their lack of effort and for their of lack of playing their lack of playing experience, but not this time. You cannot blame them. It's coaching. It's coaching. Florida State defensive, what's his name? Tony White, the defensive coordinator. I had high hopes and high expectations for this guy coming from Nebraska, where Nebraska's known for defense. Historically, they're known for defense. Ever since he got the phone call from UCLA, he done turned into Mark Richt, because remember when Mark Richt got that call from Georgia when he was the offensive coordinator at Florida State, he, to me, lost sight of what he was doing, and that kind of cost us that game. That kind of cost us that national championship game, Chris Winky's last championship game. I'm saying this, the terrible defensive play that Florida State has been exhibiting, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, man. I've been a fan of Florida State ever since I was 3 years old. I'm 51 now. I've been a Florida State fan ever since I seen them play, even before Coach Bowden got there, because I was enamored with the colors and in the Indian. But now, us as Florida State fans, the this is about to wear off, man. This is about to wear completely off. Because look at it this way, and no disrespect to Coach Norvell, they didn't give Willie Taggart this much patience and leniency. And I'm don't get me wrong, he should have been gone too. But the fact that they didn't give him as much time as they are giving Mike Norvell, that's alarming to me. Willie Taggart didn't have us with a record of and whatever it was in the ACC conference games. Mike Norvell and Florida State ain't won a conference game in over 390 days. When does that happen on Bobby Bowden's watch? When does that happen on Jimbo Fisher's watch? That didn't even happen on Willie Taggart's watch. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. And if you're a Florida State fan, it should be bothering you. We cannot keep excusing these things. Let's talk about the game in Pittsburgh. Florida State was a 10-point favorite in that game. But then there were some people saying Florida State was a 3-point underdog. I was like, no, we're about to win this. Pittsburgh went in there with a freshman quarterback. They went in there with a freshman quarterback and carved up that garbage defense. The only person I'll give credit to on that defense is Earl Little Jr. The rest of them, terrible. All of them. There's nobody safe except Earl Little Jr. I watched him ball out of control. He puts you in a position to win the game with the fumble, but the ball bounced right back into the offense's hands after he caused the fumble. Now, let me give you a little bit of history lesson, and this is why I live in the past when it comes to Florida State football, because a freshman quarterback is not coming into old school Doak Campbell Stadium and beating us. A freshman quarterback's not coming into Doak Campbell Stadium and beating us. Derek Brooks would have knocked him out. Andre Fluellen, Everett Brown, Tank Carradine, Beyond Warner, Jared Verse, Wilson and Boulware, Andre Wadsworth, John Nance, Todd Rebold would have knocked him back. Sam Coward, they would have knocked this little boy out. But we are making people stars. We're making these people stars. You better go ask Georgia Tech about us. We knock quarterbacks out every game. I understand the rules have changed a little bit, but that does not excuse the fact that somebody needs to get hit. The effort in these positions, and let me stop blaming the kids. because coaching on defense, we're not worried about the offense, but the coaching on defense, well, I have a few worries about the offense, but the coaching on defense is atrocious. You're not putting these people in a position, you're not putting these kids in a position to win. Everybody gets wide open whenever they want to. Why is that? Why is that? Your scheme is terrible. You cannot coach Southern football players the way you do up North football players. It don't work. This is terrible. This is terrible. I don't understand how these people are getting open. And you're supposed to be a big time defensive coordinator. I don't get it, bro. You're terrible. You are terrible. Here's my problem with the offense. It's not major bad, but I do see room for improvement. Number one, you got to put Thomas Castellanos in better short yardage positions because he wants to create a big play every time he gets the ball. The containment and the vice on his running ability and the spy that they put right there in the middle is not working in his favor. Why are we not adding the tight ends into the play calling a lot more? Why are we not adding uh, running backs into the play calling out of the backfield a lot more, like we used to do back in the 90s? Why are we not doing that? And getting back on this garbage defense, the wheel route gonna kill us every week. I would not be surprised if Stanford beats us. I would not be surprised. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not watching any more Florida State games this year. So I'm just praying good luck for the rest of the season. It ain't that I don't love my team, but they're completely garbage, and I can't bear to watch this because it's sickening. And when you're invested this much into a team, you're invested this much into a team, and you cover them on your show, it it hurts to watch them drop this far from greatness. But to get back to the offense, the short yardage game is going to win you the rest of these games. You got to create short yardage packages. Castellanos cannot. You're going to get him hurt, and the offense doesn't fire off until late now. I see Thomas Castellano has almost 1,400 yards passing. 1,400 yards passing, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. At least 5 or 6 of those touchdowns are in garbage time while they're losing the game. 19 points against Miami, all in the fourth quarter. So I'm trying to understand the reasoning on why the offense is taking so long to get settled down in the second and third quarter and stuff like that. Can't blame ESPN this year for this fool's gold that we have put on display. You were just a better team than Alabama that day. You're just a better team. With that being said, we're going to end it right there. We have a guest this week coming up, so stay tuned to see who it is. This has been the Retro Jersey Podcast.